So this fight was not on my MMA bingo card, my UFC bingo card here. Joaquin Buckley will be fighting Colby Covington instead of Ian Gary because Ian Gary is fighting Shavkat in December at UFC 310. Uh, Ian Gary accepted the late fight uh, opportunity because Bilal obviously pulled out due to a bone infection. So while I am very excited while I am very excited by the fight between Ian Gary and Shavkat Rakhmonov, I'm not as excited about a fight between Joaquin Buckley and Colby Covington because Colby Covington is pretty much half the fighter he was a while ago. But nevertheless, I still think this is good for Joaquin Buckley. Not as good as a fight against Ian Gary would have been, but it's still a name, and getting a W over Colby Covington will still do something, at least something, for Joaquin Buckley's career. Because I, for one, would love to see Joaquin Buckley get a chance at the title. He doesn't need to win it, but I would like to see him get at least a shot at winning welterweight gold. He's come a long way. He's steadily improving, and he looks really good, both on the ground and on the feet. He's showing that he's got tons of power, and I think that power just may be enough to knock out Colby Covington. I really do. Colby Covington has a chin on him. He's got stellar wrestling, but other than that, his striking leaves a lot more to be desired, especially after that shit show against Leon Edwards. It really shows Colby really has no fucking idea what he's doing on the feet. And he used to have an idea of it because he used to go toe-to-toe, bar for bar, band for band with Kamaru Usman on the feet. He looked good when that happened, but against Leon Edwards, he looked like a fucking 12-year-old who just took his first Muay Thai class. He really did. And he might look the same way against Joaquin Buckley, Only time will tell, but I think the run that Buckley's been on, I think it will be enough for Buckley to run right through Colby Covington. If I had to give you guys a specific outcome for this fight, I think this fight doesn't really go to the ground because if it does, I think Buckley has enough skill to not get controlled for very long by Colby Covington. So, even if Colby were to, try again and again to bring this fight to the ground, I think Joaquin has the athleticism and the strength to keep himself up. And while both of these fighters are up on the feet, I think Joaquin Buckley is going to be gunning for that finish. And I don't think Colby's striking is good enough to, control Buckley or keep Buckley at bay. I think Buckley will still be able to press forward. And I think that really strong, fast overhand of Buckley is going to find a home in Colby Covington's chin, most likely in the final round. I think the two of these guys go at it. I think there's like a ton of exchanges on the feet, and I think in almost every exchange Buckley will win. He'll have more of the punches. He'll have more successful punches in almost every exchange in that fight, and then it'll come down to one really nasty exchange in the final round in which Buckley is able to size up and land a really nasty overhand or hook that just lands right on the chin of Colby Covington and sends him back. It either knocks Colby out flat or sends Colby back hurt, to which Joaquin Buckley can press forward, look for ground and pound or a couple more punches to put Colby out. And that's how I think this fight goes, because looking at the way Colby has looked, it's terrible. Colby seems to just only be able to talk right now and nothing else, not be able to back it up at all. So I do think Colby will be very entertaining in this fight build-up. I think he'll talk a lot about Joaquin Buckley. He'll be pretty funny as well. But once the octagon doors are locked and the two of these guys are in the octagon, I think Buckley has Colby's number. He'll press forward. He'll be gunning for a finish. I think he'll be able to hurt Colby a bunch of times, especially early on. But Colby will hold on, his chin will hold up until that final round, in which it'll come down to a really nasty exchange, in which Joaquin Buckley lands so clean, flush right on the chin, and finally cracks Colby Covington. So yeah, I think that's how this fight goes. I was gonna play it safe and go a decision, and just say that Buckley pretty much outclasses Colby Covington on the feet, and not even in a technical manner, but more so in a damage manner. I think Buckley just causes a fuck ton of damage on Colby Covington. And then I was gonna say that would be enough for the judges to give Buckley the win via decision, but I think Buckley doesn't even need a fucking decision. I think he takes care of business in the final round. He guns for that finish, and he gets that finish. I think Colby Covington won't have enough striking-wise to compete with Buckley. Grappling-wise, Colby does have great wrestling, but like I said, I think Buckley is just way too athletic to be taken control of or dominated on the ground. So I think Buckley really has this fight in the bag. And even though, like I said, a fight against Ian Gary or a win against Ian Gary would be much better for Buckley's career, a win over Colby Covington still means something, Doesn't mean a lot, but it means something, and it'll still be able to boost Buckley up a little bit and put Buckley in that position to be able to call for a title shot. I still think this is enough for Buckley to call for a title shot, and I really hope Uncle Dana gives it to him. So let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, but most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next.